Hey everybody, it's Dave Juno, the Meniere's Disease Warrior. How y'all doing? I'm doing pretty good for a Thursday. Today's the first day I felt good in probably about 2 weeks. I mean, really good where I wasn't pushing myself to do something. Um, it was an okay day, which hasn't been a lot this fall. It's been crazy. The weather's been crazy. One day it's hot, one day it's not. Ugh. So today I wanted to talk about cannabis, THC, whether it's oil, CBD oil with tincture, CBD oil in general, or gummies. I can't smoke pot anymore. When I do, it actually gives me asthma. I have an asthma attack. It's funny, anything I smoke, so I don't smoke anything anymore. Um, but so I want to talk about it because there are some benefits to it. It can help us with nausea. When we get vertigo, we get the nausea. It can help with nausea. It can help with the balance in the cochlear. It actually it kind of works as an anti-inflammatory as well. So that will relieve the pressure in the cochlear as well. It can help with anxiety because we all get anxiety when we have an attack. The vertigo I mentioned already. And in some cases, it can help the hearing because the inflammation, it helps with the inflammation. So if something's inflamed, you're not going to hear well. And the cochlea is inflamed, everything's inflamed in there. You're not going to hear well. So this can help shrink it. And so I think it's a good thing for people to try. Okay. Now, I have tried it before. A friend of mine was making oil for his pain management business. Heard I had Meniere's disease, decided to look to see if there was a recipe for vertigo. He found one, so he used to make me a vial once a month, and told me 2 or 3 drops, and it worked fantastic. And even like with sleep, if I couldn't sleep, well, a couple of drops, and I was sleeping. I was out. So today I decided, you know what? I need sleep. I'm not sleeping. Okay. And that's probably a lot of reasons why I don't feel good, is because I'm not sleeping. I sleep maybe 2 hours a night, 3 hours a night. That's not good for us with Meniere's disease. So I did go down to cannabis, my local dispensary, Garden Remedies in Marlborough, Mass. If you want to look them up. And I told him, I said, I'm not sleeping well. I need sleep, and I have vertigo issues with Meniere's disease. What do you got that can kind of handle both? Because you always want to talk to people. You always want to talk to them. Now, if you're going to go to their website, I would call them and say, hey, what do you recommend? Okay, I want to order that. And they can hook you up. So I went down there and they gave me a gummy. I said I wanted gummies. I didn't want the oil. Oil was expensive. Oil was like $60. Gummies are like $25. So what can you help me with? They gave me something called Night. It's blueberry or blueberry dream. That's what it's really called. High flavor, blueberry dream. And it's got cannabis oil in it, THC, and melatonin. Melatonin doesn't do much for me, but I don't have a reaction to it. So they said, try this. It should help you with your vertigo attacks too. Take it for that. But take it at night when you can't sleep. And this really should help you a lot. Let us know, because if it doesn't, we want to know. And I'm like, sure, no problem. So I'm going to try tonight to get some sleep. And they said I should sleep through the night with it, which would be awesome. But my main thing was sleep, because sleep is important for us with Meniere's disease as well, because our brains need to rest. Okay? Your brains can get into sensory overload real quick, real easy. I found that out this weekend, on the long weekend with 2 grandchildren in the house, where granddaughter would not stop talking loud, would not stop screaming. In my grandson Sammy, who's 4 and autistic, he once in a while, he's a good kid. He can talk to you. You can have a little conversation with him, but he likes to make high pitched squeals and sends me into the stratosphere. So yeah, it was a very rough weekend. I really spent the weekend either popping meclizine, Benadryl, or Valium. It was awful. I got through it. But so yeah, the next attack I get, I'm going to try one of these. See what happens. I am going to try it tonight, for sleep and see how it does. It should put me out. It's got 92 milligrams of THC. Um, that can be a lot. Um, so that should help with the sleep. I'm really praying it does. You know, because like I said, your brain needs to rest. You get sensory overload from sound, watching TV, having a conversation, driving. You know, things are coming at you while you're driving. Um, you know, all kinds of different stuff. Um, you know, like I could sit there and watch a football game all day, and I'm fine. Um, Hockey, within 10 minutes I'm starting to feel sick because that puck is going. The players are going. They're so fast. I could never skate well. I don't know how these guys do it. I was saying to my wife the other day, you ever watch a hockey player? They're on the ice for like 10, 15 minutes at a time. They're balancing on an eighth of an inch blade. How the hell do they do that? I can't balance in my shoes that good. But they can balance on this thing and do all kinds of things. I'm just, whoa. She wanted to watch the Bruins. I'm like, yeah, all right, I'll watch it for a little while. And I didn't get sick or anything. I got sick. I didn't feel well, but I was able to watch it. And I just was like, how do these guys do that? You know, it's amazing what the hockey players can do. But yeah, basketball I'm okay with because it's not that fast. Baseball is, I fall asleep watching baseball, but I like it. So, but yeah, just that stuff. And like if my grandkids are watching something, I mean, I went in and those hypnotized images with the circle. My granddaughter was watching it, and I looked at it, and I just was like, oh my god, trying to kill me. So hopefully, the cannabis will help. And if you've tried it, let me know. See if it's helped you. I do think it's something that we could all try because I don't think it's going to hurt you. I don't think it's going to hurt you or harm you. But you always want to talk to a professional. You want to talk to the people at the cannabis store. You can even ask your doctors about it. The doctors are always going to kind of refrain you away from it. And one of the reasons is not big pharma. It's because they don't want you popping one of these gummies and jumping in your car and flying down the highway, which is why they do that. I asked my doctor about it. He goes, you can do it if you want, but I'm going to have to just say this because I'm a doctor. I'd rather you didn't because if something happens to you, and I'm like, okay, I get you. But he goes, you can do it if you want. He goes, I know you're irresponsible. So, yeah, give it a shot. The one thing I would stay away from, and I know some people swear by it, is the psilocybin microdosing. That is some dangerous crap. And the research I found about it has nothing to do with Meniere's. It's for psychiatric. It's for psychiatric ailments like bipolar, schizophrenia. It helps those people. It can. So I kind of agree with it as a medical side of it, but it doesn't do anything for Meniere's from what I've seen. And Massachusetts just voted it down to have these dispensaries for that, for psilocybin. It's a very dangerous thing. People don't realize how dangerous it is. It's they tried these tests in the 70s for psychiatric, and it really didn't help. They really didn't find a help. But I think the way they refined it and everything now, they're starting to get some results. I don't think it will ever be passed or FDA approved. But I wouldn't try psilocybin for Meniere's. That's just me. And it's the same thing with that sniffing the alcohol for nausea. Yeah, it works. It does nothing for vertigo. So if somebody says it's going to stop your vertigo, it doesn't. Yeah, it can stop your nausea for a couple of minutes. But then you got to sniff it again, and then you got to sniff it again, and then you got to sniff it again. Sure, there's a study that says it'll stop it. It doesn't tell you that though. And some people still sniffing this crap. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't be sniffing any chemical. I don't care what it is. You don't sniff chemicals. Chemicals like that. Menthol is one thing, but Menthol's a natural thing. Alcohol, that type of alcohol is not natural. So you don't want, it's a synthetic alcohol. You don't want that stuff going into your system, into your brain. So on that note, if you want to give cannabis a try, do it. But go to a reputable, reputable dispensary. See what they have. They'll be able to direct you in what ails you, whether it's arthritis, Meniere's, vertigo, sleep. They'll be able to direct you. Don't go to, Billy Bob on the corner and sell you a dime bag of pot. You don't know what's in that crap. It could be fentanyl in there for all you know. So, but yeah, go to a legitimate dispensary or go online. These people will be able to help you. And place segment 2 is Garden Remedies. You can look them up on the internet. Maybe I'll put a link in the bio, but they'll be able to in the write up. But they'll be able to help you. So on that note, I can't get you a discount either. So don't say, "Oh, Dave Juno, the Meniere's Disease Warrior, told me to call you." No, they're gonna be like, "Who the hell is that?" They might know my name, but they don't know what I do. So don't do that. But they'll be able to help you, and they're great people, very great people. And on that note, I'll talk to you all later. Bye.